Athletes are more than just their numbers. Everything said and done, they are humans first. And just like all of us, they have a deep connection with places that made them and the people who supported them. In this new series, we try to look into those places and faces who made our superstars who they are today. Women's Cricket Zone proudly presents Places and Faces. In this episode, let's chat with former South African captain Mignon du Preez.
Let's start with the mighty super sports park in Centurion. Was the first word that pops in your mind?
Mignon du Preez Gate.
Fantastic. What are the memories of that park for you?
That's really special. Supersport Park is my home ground, so that's kind of the area I grew up as a little girl playing the sport. Always on my way to school, we always used to drive past the gate that's now known as the Mignon du Preez Gate. So I'm quite fortunate to be one of the first female cricketers to have a gate name in her honour. So that's really special. And I mean, Supersport Park is just a wonderful facility, world class. And I'm very fortunate that I'm part of the Supersport Park family.
Also, when you used to play as a kid at that ground and now you've played your entire career, you must have played many matches, you have special knocks at that ground. So how, when you look at that journey from as a kid who's looking at the Super Sports Park and now to as a captain of South Africa playing at that venue, how special is the feeling?
No, it's really hard to put it into words. I think one of the most memorable moments there was we actually had a game against England where we beat England for the first time on Supersport Park. So that was really, as a team, really special for us. And yeah, there's some fantastic memories. Obviously, growing up, we maybe weren't professional yet, so we didn't always have the opportunities to play at these bigger grounds. But in recent years, we've been quite fortunate that when we play on home soil, we get to play at bigger stadiums. And Supersport Park just has a really special place in our hearts.
So from the place that has a really special place in your heart to a person that has a really special place in the heart of all of the current South African players, that's your coach, Hilton Moreeng. What's the first word that pops in your mind when I say his name?
Oh, that's a challenging one. You see, I needed to be prepared. What is the first thing? Dedicated. He's been with us for a long time. I think he's definitely been the backbone of the team. He's been there for quite a couple of years, and he's taken the girls from the professional or semi-professional or non-professional era into the professional era. So he's definitely been with the team for a really long time. So he's the backbone.
Fantastic. From the coach to one of the memorable moments in India for you, and the place is Mysore. What is the first word that comes in your mind?
Test 100.
Yeah. So what are the Test 100? How is that like to play your first test, to captain your first test, to score your first test century? It's just like what are the memories of that test match?
No, it's really special. Unfortunately, we didn't win the test match, so it's not the best memories. But from a personal point of view, I mean, it's really special. Test cricket is the pinnacle of a cricketer's career, and to have had an opportunity to play in a test match, captain my country and score my maiden test 100 was really special. It wasn't easy. I think that's why they call it test cricket. You really get tested in all facets of the game.
Also, I remember Dane talking to Mel Jones about the test match, and she said she was all okay till she faced the first ball, which Jhulan Goswami balled, and it kind of went away. And she's like, okay, this is different. This is very different from what I faced. So what are your memories of facing the likes of Jhulan Goswami, Shikha Pandey in Mysore during the test match?
I'm gonna be lying if I can tell you that I'm remembering every moment. It's quite a few years. I think it was 2014. That's probably about 8 years ago. But I mean, they're fantastic world-class cricketers. So the way that I've recently seen Shikha Pandey bowl in the test match with the pink ball, and she bowled unplayable delivery to Elisa Healy. So I think if I can go by anything of that recent delivery, she probably bowled something similar back then. I know at that time, a player that I struggled and actually got me out was Poonam Yadav. And I remember in the second innings, I came up with a game plan that she floats the ball up, I want to use my feet. And obviously she bowls leg spin, so if she bowls it a little bit on the leg stump, I would like to sweep. And she ended up floating one up on leg, so I double step swept and missed it and got stumped. So not the best memories. I mean, that's not even a shot you play in international T20 cricket, nonetheless in a test match. So a lot of learnings to take from it. But yeah, I remember it was quite challenging because India obviously have lots of spin bowlers, so it was quite challenging from a spin bowling point of view. And they had people around you all the time, so there's people under the helmet, and that's something you're not used to in the shorter formats of the game. So it's just somebody in your space all the time, and you really need to wait for the ball longer to play it under your eyes and make sure that you play it on the ground. But what a fantastic experience.
What a fantastic experience indeed. From that 2014, your personal high milestone, I want to take you to two players from South African team. You have played most of their career, they have played with you, and I want you to give me one word each for Sune and Laura Wolvaardt.
Sune bridesmaid. She was a bridesmaid at my wedding.
Fantastic.
So she's one of my she's like a little sister in the team, so we get along really well, and I know her for quite some time. And Laura Wolvaardt, world-class cover drive. What more can you say? I know it's not one word, it's two, but if I have cover drive, I'll hyphenate it.
We'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. So you said Sune has been kind of your sister, and you captain the side, she's captain the side. So what is that captain's bond between two of you?
No, it's really special. I think, like I mentioned, she was like a little sister for me growing up. And I mean, it's awesome to see how she's evolved as a cricket player and as a person. And now she's come to her own and became the captain of the national team at the current World Cup. And just the way she handled herself on and off field and the decision making. And she was thrown into the deep end a little bit on short notice with Dane not being able to make it. And I think she's done a fantastic job to take the girls all the way to the semi-finals. So really proud of the way she's grown up. She's now no longer a little sister. She's now all grown up.
Yeah. So do you have like a sisterly nickname for Sune that you call her?
No, I just call her Suneki. It's probably just in Afrikaans, Suneki would be like a small version, like it's nothing special, but so I just call her Suneki.
Yeah, that is special. That's given to her by you, so it is. I absolutely believe that's special. And about Laura, still young, very young player. You've seen her grow. Like I have not seen any. Like we talk about cover drive, of course, but I've not seen anyone hit the ball as well as she does. So, what are the memories of watching her grow throughout the South African system?
No, it's really special because I think for her coming into the side, people really labelled her as a 50-over player and thought that she's got all this beautiful cover drives and good cricket shots, but she's maybe not a T20 cricketer. And I love the fact that she's showed everybody wrong. I mean, she was one of those players that if she puts her mind to something, she's gonna do it. And she's a real hard worker. She really plans hard and she works extremely hard. And I'm glad to see that she's getting the opportunities around the globe and how she's evolved her game. I mean, to really, I've known her for a time where she was dropped from the SA side into the T20 format because they just said that she's probably a longer format player, and how she's come back and proved the world wrong. It's been fantastic. It's been awesome to see her get opportunities in the Big Bash and in the 100, and how she just grabs opportunities with both hands, and the way she's hitting the ball and how innovative she got with the game and just but still, I think although she's innovative and she still plays good cricket shots, and you get value for good cricket shots. So somebody like me has to be a little bit more innovative and jump around the crease a lot more to try and change the bowlers up, where she's just a cover drive is still beautiful, whether it's in a T20 or in a 50-over format. So no, it's just fantastic to see, but also like I say, she's very dedicated. She puts a lot of work and she's a person that's really talented when it comes to singing. She's got a fantastic voice. She's really smart. She got into study medicine. So I'm glad that we didn't lose her to medicine, that we are fortunate to still see on the cricket field. But also with that, she's studying, and I know she puts a lot of effort. She makes time daily to put in an hour of study time when she's on tour. and yeah, it's just awesome to see that she's reaping the rewards from all the hard work.